So hello everyone, welcome back to my video. Today we are going to start the second lesson of a second day. But first, before starting the second lesson, I'm gonna introduce a app that you can use to stargazing. Now I will show you app. See, it's Sky Tonight. Wait a minute. It's a Sky Tonight. You can see here. It is help to see the stars or the planet, or for sky gazing you can search here, and you can search anything. Sorry, it's you can search anything, that full moon, conjunction, and or anything. And here down, if you click, you can set the settings of your things, like the how much can you see, how much light pollution it is now. And here you can see the dates when will be the what we can see, that astronomical events occur. So it is free on Play Store. You can also take its new version, Sky Tonight, but it's for that it's for the stargazing. So by the way, let's start our second lesson. Our second lesson is where the space begins. So let's start. Where the space begins. Earth is cloaked in a thin layers of gases. The atmosphere, outside the atmosphere, is a sphere, where there is no air to breathe or to allow wings to fly, and where nobody can hear your scream. So Earth is a cloud of thin layer of gases. Means at Earth's atmosphere there are thin layers of gases, and after that it said that outside the atmosphere the beginning of the space begins. After that it said that where there is no air, it is called space, and when the atmosphere when you reach to the highest part of atmosphere, you can't breathe the air. Means if you going up, the oxygen will be down. Oh, do you understand? I'm trying my best to speak English. Now next is no one can hear your scream. If you're screaming, no one can hear it. After that, fading away. Our atmosphere does not just end suddenly, it fades gradually into space. Means our atmosphere doesn't end suddenly. There are layers of the atmosphere. There are 5 total layers of atmosphere: troposphere, stratosphere, meteorosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. Let's start with before that, we will start with view from the Mir, photographed from the American shuttle Atlantis and the Russian Mir space station once orbited above Earth's atmosphere. Now let's start with our layer of gases. The troposphere. The troposphere extends between 6 and 20 kilometers. Means the height of troposphere is 6 to 20 kilometers. Means to the third half 12 miles above the ground. Means it is 12 miles above the ground. All our weather takes the place in a troposphere. Means the clouds or dust storms take place in a troposphere and then come down. After that, stratosphere. Stratosphere rises about 15 kilometers, 31 miles. Means stratosphere rises about 50 kilometers and 31 miles. Now you calculate how many kilometers is 31 miles. Now next, above the 31 kilometers above the plane cruise in the upper troposphere or lower stratosphere above the cloud. Means the planes or helicopter could go there, but below 1 to 5 miles of beginning, means to the ending of troposphere. Now let's see mesosphere. In a turn, the mesosphere extends about 85 kilometers and 35 miles above the ground. The air in a thin here, but it's still thick enough to slow meteorite down. Next, thermosphere. Thermosphere is the biggest layer of whole atmosphere. Most experts agree means at the thermosphere of about 63 miles beginning of a thermosphere, you can see auroras. Now thermosphere. Thermosphere is a way up to the more than a 700 kilometer over 400 miles above the earth, means it is 400 miles above the ground, and total of thermosphere height is 700 kilometers above the polar light. Auroras barely in the north and the auroras australias in the south low in the temperature. Yes, you can see here that here is auroras and this is thermosphere. Now and how this space shuttles also go in a thermosphere. Now the ending of our atmosphere is here. The exosphere is the layer of our atmosphere which extend about 1000 kilometers and 6000 miles above the ground. From here, lighter gases into space beyond. Now we will start with our ending page of this lesson. Space badge. Space badge. It is a main for if you want to go to work in a NASA. The American Space Agency NASA awards astronauts being to service a personal and a civilian who have flown more than 80 kilometers or 50 miles above the Earth's surface. Shown here are the civilian astronaut wings. See, here is the badge of a NASA as civilian wings. Means if you've flown more than 80 kilometers and 50 miles above the earth, you will get these civilian wings. If you could drive now there is another fact. If you could drive a car straight up, it will take only about an hour to reach a space. Yes, here it's a satellite Galileo. Now here is also tiny definition is given. Gaia, a European satellite due for a launch in 2011. Now note this. Gaia, a European satellite due for a launch in 2011. Means Gaia, a European satellite launched in 2011. Slipping through air. A spacecraft has to be streamlined to move easily and safely through air, because see, if this is a shuttle, means if this is a rocket, if it was like this, it will go like this only, or and too slowly, but now it is like this, so it can go fastly. Space hat Elliot. Up in space, satellite can be any shape at all, means a star shaped, streamline shaped, or any shape. They don't need to be streamlined because there is no air there. That's why. Now that was the ending of our second lesson. Now today's question is, what do we call the mix of gases that makes up our atmosphere? Search in Google or anywhere, but comment the answer. Till here, bye bye.